y'all? God. Grant us serenity to accept things that cannot change. Courage to change the things we can. And the wisdom to know the difference. God's will, not ours, be done. Amen. All right.
Somebody gonna read or you too?
So when we get started, we got,
Go ahead, yeah.
denial, fear, laziness, manipulation, misunderstanding, gossip, tolerance, what's up, son? All right, how y'all doing?
Good, right? Okay. So real quick, we like we were saying, the minds of men, right? What we want to do is, we started in 2006 and had 407 murders, right? Doing workshops at Stop and Surrender and so forth, right? We wanted to expand it to the community because we got a lot of issues going on with us. Not even just the drugs. You know, we use the drugs and alcohol at best is like coping skills, it's a bad habit. You know what I mean? So what I've learned in recovery process, they say you got to learn to feel, deal, and heal. Most addicts, guess what? We are emotional cowards. You understand?
Yes, sir.
So what I'm trying to do is, or what we try to do is, we try to develop our spirituality. We start learning like our trauma happened to us. We are not our trauma. You understand what I'm saying? Bad things happen to us. We're not bad people. So once you can make that difference, or you ever hear this saying, hate the sin, but love the sinner. Right? So we got a lot of things going on with us. We got issues like molestation, rape, trauma. Anybody ever grew up in a dysfunctional household? You understand what I'm saying? Food insecurity, financial insecurity, you know what I mean? And when all that's going on, a lot of times education takes a back seat.
Right.
You see? So now the street becomes my education. And what they say, a guy named, what's his name? Whitey Bulger. Whitey Bulger said he didn't want to be a product of his environment. He wanted his environment to be a product of him. And we as men, you know, we call minds of men, right? We really believe that the man is out of position in our community. Now, we got children, right? Guess what? The women ain't make the children by themselves.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So when we're not there to get the kids, help them with discipline. You see, you ever listen to these kids now? They over-sexualized. Yeah. They're very violent. They got this one boy was just shooting at somebody's house, shooting the grandmom and all that kind of stuff. And they're very apathetic. They don't have empathy for each other. It's none of that kind of stuff. You know, when we was drinking 40s on the corner and all that stuff, or getting high, somebody walked past, an older person, what we do? We tucked it.
We talked it.
You show them respect.
Yeah.
That don't cost you nothing, you know. But what's going on now, because of the destruction of the family, right? Kids are growing themselves up. They got their own social media. A lot of this violence comes from social media. They get on the social media and somebody diss them. Now, it's a different thing. We used to do the dozens. I used to be vicious with it. You know what I mean? Do the dozens. Somebody say, oh, you got two mamas. I'll be like, put them up. Now,
The best that ever did it.
now guess what? If you say that on social media, but if you say that on social media, guess what happens? Thousands of people see this. So it's amplified, man. When I see that, boys, it's on site, it's on. So we want to start looking in here. We need to recalibrate what's going on. We have to learn that people learn through observation and participation. So we have to become that example to the children, to our family, to our communities. You can't just talk it. You know what I mean? Anybody know what a hypocrite is? You understand what I'm saying? Don't do as I do as I say.
That's right. Yeah.
Little boys ain't supposed to what?
Cry.
These are all fallacies. This is all what they call bullshit. Now, when I say BS,
False information.
false information. But when I mean BS, guess what I found out my man told me? BS means belief system. And that belief system is not working for us. That's why we're here. So you hear, trust and believe. You might not think you love yourself, but we look at your actions. Because just as you can come here, you could jump right over that fence and get up out of here. So you stand here for a reason. And that's our goal to fan the flag.
Thank God for last night's rest, this morning rise. Thank God for his grace and his mercy. Grace is always giving me what I don't deserve, and mercy is not giving me what I do deserve. And for that, I'm eternally grateful. How everybody doing?
Good.
All right, good to see y'all. All right, and I'm Dirk, that's Rob. Together we call the Minds of Men. I got 14 years, well, I got 13 years, but all we got is what? Today. Like to stay in today. We're forensic ghetto black Kojaks. Meaning we don't like to talk fruits, we like to talk the what? The roots. All right? Fruits is I shoot dope. Roots is why I shoot dope. Fruits is I'm depressed. Roots is why I'm depressed. Fruits is when she don't shut up, I beat her up. That's the fruit of his tree. But why he put his hands on a woman is the root of his tree. All right? Fruit says, yo, I smoke coke. That's the fruit of his tree. Why he smoke coke? The root of the tree. I'm always in jail. Season after season after season. The fruit of the tree. But why I go to prison? It's the root of the tree. So when we share and expose what? Our proclivities, our inadequacies, our
What's
weaknesses.
up, proclivity, sir? Are you talking about
habitual behaviors.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about something else.
So we put them on what? Front screen. Because listen, we all got issues.
Yes.
Everybody hear that? All right? Nobody's better than nobody. Is that true?
That's right.
I don't care what color your face is. I don't care who's scared of you. I don't care how much weight you sold, or how much time you did in prison, how many cats scared of you, how many cats you laid down, how much money you made, what's your last name. None of that matters in treatment.
That's right.
Because we all are individuals trying to get what? One day clean. All that extra stuff like that, okay, it has its place. But what's primary is our lives. So let's get into it. The yin and the yang. I love illustrations, right? I'm Aquarius, right? Love illustrations. You can talk people to death. Dudes take mind flights on you. They be in South Philly. They be in North Philly. They be all over the place. Where they going to eat, when they going to leave and all that. And they won't be here. So to keep a mind here, spirit here, and physically here, we got sometimes illustrations can help a brother what? See what we talking about.
Visualize.
And you can hear what we talking about also. So one side is active addiction. One side is recovery. Mm-hmm. These are the ingredients for me to keep a what? A get high mindset. These are the ingredients to keep me on the plantation called active addiction. And over here is some solutions to stay jail-free, drug-free, stress-free, and sucker-free. And we've got a half an hour of power, and hopefully we're gonna run through the brainstem to the prefrontal cortex, and then we're gonna beat it like Michael. Number one, denial. Denial. Don't even know I'm what? Lying. Any brothers in here? Denial. And denial.
I'm only gonna smoke one.
Denial. Okay. All right. Big piece right there. Who
Hey,
said
we tell you this.
Come on.
Is it? My man told me this. He said, "Is it the first part of the caboose that kill you, or the back part of the train that kill you?"
The caboose.
Huh? The first part of that train blow you out of there,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And that's equivalent to I'm just going to do one, right? So we setting ourselves up for failure.
All right. One is too many.
Thousands never know.
Denial. How about money? Who can't handle money just yet? Very good. Very good. To thyself be true. All right. How about relationships? The drugs is gone. Who horny?
Hey, I'm going in. The fifth on the fire tower. I'm going on the fire tower. On the fifth floor. Brother man on the fifth floor.
Brother man.
Hey, we're like journalists, and women be in here, and they share. And listen, if you sincerely give your penis, tell your penis to shut up, and start to listen to a woman when she speaks up. Listen, because you don't want to what? You don't want to plant seed in unfertile soil. Everybody catch that?
Yeah.
Yes. And that's why family court is in chaos right now. Because it feels good to have sex, but after the butt, now what?
Then what?
Everybody hear that?
Yeah.
She crazy. You knew it, but you ignored it.
She tried to stab me.
You know before you got it.
You was crazy. Something about that crazy booty. Something about that crazy booty, boy. I tell you.
So the best relationship is with who, y'all?
Myself.
Ourselves. How many men in here run from themselves? You run from you. Look at the hands. All right.
Ooh, last week,
Come on.
People should have been here, but guess what a lot of us was doing? I'm gonna watch me some college football.
Was it
College
this
football ever stop you from smoking crack?
No.
Ever stop you from going to jail?
No.
So you gotta make your priorities my priorities. The main thing has to be the main thing. In here, a boy mean what? a burden on you.
Uh-huh.
A man means meeting all needs.
Wow.
So we have to do a lot of spiritual growth to understand and maintain our priorities.
Hey, yo, that was heavy, man. That was heavy. That was heavy.
Denial. Don't even know I'm what? Lying.
Yes.
All right? I can never recover if I'm living in denial. Fully recover. How about fear?
I know I'm lying.
Fuck everything and run.
Very good. Or face everything and what?
Recover.
Very good. They got healthy fears. Healthy fears is not to have sex unprotected. Not to set myself
There's
to go
no
back.
thrill in that.
Not to sell drugs because not only am I in danger in my life, but my family.
That's no thrill in that.
Because that's how it is. And cats want to know where you live at, especially when they know where to work at, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So when you sell drugs, so much take place selling drugs.
You think his girl know the combination to the safe?
Yeah, see? They can't get you to get somebody who you love.
Right, right.
And we affect a lot of people on our selfish decisions. Healthy fears. How about paralyzing fears? Who afraid of success? So you self-sabotage. Anybody know what I'm talking about? My uncle's that way. Rest in peace. He used to go to jail and go back to jail. He could go to jail, come home, and back in prison. Come home, back in jail. Come home, back in jail. Shawshank Redemption. In prison, I can live. I can make it. But on the streets.
Oh, yeah, he hung himself, Birdman.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
We got that for some people in recovery programs too. It was some recovery programs. Somebody was in there for 7 years
Wow.
in a recovery program.
Scary.
You're supposed to step in, step up, and step out. You don't hide behind a recovery program. Do that work so you can live life like others.
Fear. Who's afraid of failure? So you don't try. Get on your marks, get set, we don't go. Everybody hear that?
Yeah.
Who here feel less than a man when you fail? How about when you relapse? How do you feel?
Fucked up.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Oh, who's seen that movie, The Warriors? Remember The Warriors back in the day?
Yeah.
Y'all remember Ajax? Ajax and his boy was running. Every time they ran to people, they was running and running and running. So the boy said, man, I'm tired. I'm tired. He said, you tired? He said, good.
I'm glad you said
He turned around. He started rumbling.
yeah.
Because if you can't face it, what happened
You
next?
can't fight it. And if you don't fight it, you won't defeat it. And if you can't defeat it, you'll never have victory. Because we always running from what? Ourselves. Very good, my friend. Good food. Who's afraid of the unfamiliar, so you stay with the familiar? Projects we know. Hood we know. El Segundo we know. Kensington we know. Frankfurt we know. Getting high we know. Shootouts we know. Selling drugs we know. Selling guns we know. Pimping, tricking, going to jail, parole, probation, absconding. We know how to die. But how to live. To be a new man.
Escapes us.
New husband. New father. New brother. Sometimes it's a witness protection program. To die, I really know. But to live, I'm learning to know. All right? Fear of the unfamiliar. So I stay with the familiar. And I always stay on the plantation of active addiction. How about lazy? That's big. Recovery is hard work. Who's lazy? Recovery is hard work. Who's lazy? You might want to take a swing at that pitch right there. Why are we lazy? And how can that stop our progress, our process of recovery? Come on.
I'm going to take a look at me.
You want to take a look at you? Very good. How much time you got clean?
Now?
Yes, sir.
17 days.
Give it to him. God bless. Assalamu alaikum, sis. How you doing? And how you doing, sis? God bless you. I like when the texts come down with the units. That's good. All right, come on. You have your hand up? No, behind you.
Behind.
What was the question again?
I'm talking about being lazy, procrastination.
I'm really lazy when I don't want to do something. Like I get nervous and my palms start to sweat.
Yup.
And there's just so much I be thinking about. So I was like, no, I don't want to do it. But as long as you get up faith in God, we can do anything. Because he said, you do anything as long as you're trying to.
Very good. How much time you have clean?
I had 4 weeks clean.
Hey, 4 weeks.
Right.
God bless. Come on, 1, then 2, then 3. Come on.
Yeah, if I don't get a ride to the meeting, I ain't going.
Say it again.
If I can't get a ride to the meeting, I'm not going.
Wow, okay.
What part of town you from?
Uptown, where the
Uptown?
grass really grow.
That's that good stuff. That's the good stuff. They cater and stuff. They bring us the cocaine and they bring us the liquor.
And grass, yo.
And they light our cigarettes.
We
You know
got
what I mean?
bathrooms on every floor in our joints, yo.
Well, I'll tell you this. I came back in I was around the time.
Lazy.
I was
That
around
made
the
him
time.
lazy.
I didn't
Yeah.
have to go upstairs to go to the bathroom. I had to drink downstairs.
We'll tell you this. I don't know. I was in the shelter system when Ridge Avenue was Ridge Avenue.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
When
Ridge
1209 Vine was so forth, and you had to wait in line, and security might be. So I seen a security dude punch some dude, the eye popped out. I was like, this is horrible. You know? So I'm trying to think like, there's nothing more hard. There's nothing harder than active addiction. At first, it's what they call, we do it part-time. Right?
Yeah.
Then we
Weekend
do a little
warrior.
sometime.
Yeah.
Weekend warrior, you know, I smoke a little bit.
Right.
But then at the end of the day, guess what happens? It's all overtime.
Ooh.
Without pay.
Overtime without pay. How much time you got clean, brother?
10 days.
10 days.
Alright.
Come on, man, up front. Come on.
What's going on? My name is Saeed.
Hey,
Saeed.
I was lazy because I was undecided. That's what I think. I'm going through a process right now. I'm going through a little awakening right now. So I'm learning as I'm going along. One thing I'm learning right now, I found out a couple days ago, is that if I really wanted it and believed it and went for it, it's not lazy. It's just, it just goes with it. If I go with the grain and I really want it, it's easy for me. So it's not lazy. Getting about the bed. You know, first starting off, but the more good I do, I keep saying this, the better I get. So that's it.
Gonna be good. How much time you got clean?
27. What's that?
27?
27 the last month. What's that?
5,
about
6,
7.
7.
Give it to him. All right.
Don't count short. Don't count short.
Yeah, he said, don't let me stop. That's right, my man.
Lazy. All right. Sometimes it's hard to get started. And once you get started, listen, you can't stop. It's like Antoine Fisher. Y'all seen that movie? He was lazy talking to Denzel about why the hell he was in his office. But when he started talking, he couldn't shut up. And got mad at Denzel when Denzel said, go find your mother. Good movie right there.
And guess what
Good
I was
movie.
seeing? When I seen Rocky, you see Rocky 3?
Yeah.
When Rocky, I was watching Rocky 3 and I was watching the trailer, right? Man, Mr. T was beating up trees. Boom, boom, got the trees, and I said, damn, Rocky gonna fight him. So what happened was, as the story went on, complacency set in with Rocky. And if you ever read the basic text, it says the enemy of the addict with substantial clean time is complacency. So when watching Rocky, he start doing his little sit-ups and people kissing him on the cheek, eating grapes and all that.
Yeah.
Mr. T over there beating up trucks and trees and all that kind of stuff because Mr. T was what?
Hungry.
Mr. T was hungry.
Everybody hear that?
And that's how we got to be in our recovery. You got to be hungry for this. You got to be hungry for a new way of life because you are the man of the house. Or if you want to be the man of the house, you have to be able to give an example to your kids and to your wife. A woman doesn't want to follow a man that doesn't know where they're going.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? But she don't respect me. Well, when you going to work? I mean, what are you doing? What example is a man supposed to give to the family? And we kind of lost that in our community now. But we can get it back, but it comes back when you become that example of change.
Good fool. All right. Hey, manipulation.
Yes.
Manipulation. Anybody manipulating anybody? Can I get us high? Can I keep us getting high? I heard like some of the what's the thing? The doctors, whatever. Like, they try to manipulate us. Put people on meth they don't need to be on meth. Is that
What's
true?
wrong with your knee? I think I'm going to have to take you up another 20 doses.
And sometimes it ain't us. The people who work here be trying to manipulate us.
No, literally, Dr. Shoot literally, he brought me all the way up to 140 like it was nothing. But then when I thought I was going to go to jail, and I said I want to wean down, I had to beg him. It took me like 20 minutes for him to finally get on my side, and then he said, I'm only going to take you down to 80.
Wow. See? Prime example. How much time you got clean, brother?
Crazy, man. I've been here for 3 months, so like 95 days.
Hey, all right.
Man.
Manipulation is attached to what? King Baby. Any King Babies on the unit?
Used to be.
Okay, used to be? All right, when you can't get your way.
Yo, we have heard people be fighting over the remote control. We watching Law and Order tonight.
That's Lord, baby.
Or else.
I don't know if it was Sis right here or another, when we used to go upstairs, they would say, listen, talk to these guys about disrespecting women.
Uh-oh.
It was me.
Oh. These guys don't disrespect women.
About disrespecting women.
No, they
and what God was showing me was that, listen, sometimes it ain't y'all. It's what? They unresolved what? Issues. Some men in here got what issues with their mom? It's unaddressed. It's been suppressed.
Childhood.
It's been forgot about. Childhood traumas. And some of us have been hurt by women. So any women's a what? A target. So, right. So we don't check. If we don't check that and deal with that, we can hurt especially any woman in what? In authority situation. In authority. Why are so many women CEOs on State Road?
So they can see their baby daddy.
Because they want to.
I said lock up. What? What?
So you saying if they want the authority not getting at home? That's what you're saying?
It could be for some,
Authority issues.
not for some.
Yeah, authority issues. Yeah, like
You know what I
cover
mean?
that. Cover that.
Right.
Because when you go home, you can't really communicate with dude because he might go upside your head.
Right.
But while you in here with the uniform,
She's playing get back too.
you the ultimate authority.
She's playing get back too, but that's not right.
Do y'all,
Come on.
believe, do y'all believe that's, from history, that's part of, it was part of a bigger thing, but then we got used to it, and so it became us? You see what I'm saying? Will Lynch, I was talking about the theory.
Oh,
Willie
the
Lynch.
concept. Yeah, a lot of that just psychology is coming in.
But then it became part of us because we got comfortable
Under
with
the
it.
text like that too.
Like who?
Under the text.
Like text. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, it's not cool.
Supposed to last 300 years.
Yeah, breaking down the elements.
Or more.
To keep people what on plantations. That's why slaves used to get their ass whipped for learning how to read or write. Because when you wake this up, listen. The sleeping giant is what? Sleep. He's awoke.
Right.
So when you wake up, you stand up. When you stand up, you clean up. When you clean up, you tell the enemy to shut the hell up. Because now you got what? Backup. And now you're conscious of what? Who's really in charge? That's God. And a godly man is feared by what? Enemy. Light and darkness cannot occupy the same place at the same time.
Go ahead.
So if we bring light, darkness runs.
Uh-huh.
When we bring light, now cats are sleepy.
Yes, sir.
We bring light, now cats gotta go to the bathroom. Because when you bring light, you shine a light on what? My character defects. And what man want to be exposed?
Never heard of it.
Superman never looked for
Gotta be one.
kryptonite.
Do you want to get better? Gotta be one willing to be what? Vulnerable. Come on, brother.
Only in the darkness because you really see the stars.
I like that.
Go ahead,
Insert.
You couldn't admit that. You said that by mistake.
Come on, y'all bring it back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, go. Revenge.
Yeah.
Just Google that.
How about revenge? You'd be surprised, y'all, for real.
My man.
Who got revenge in their heart? If you see him
On site.
or them, it's on.
You on one bus, they on the other bus. You getting off.
Why you can't let it go, y'all? Why we can't let it go? Come on.
Because I feel God forgives, I don't.
That's my man right here from last week. Okay. You still feel like that?
Yes.
You believe in God?
Yes.
You love God?
I don't know.
Be honest.
But he's honest.
Be honest.
He's honest.
What you spiritual?
No.
Okay.
I just believe in God. I don't follow no religion.
I got you. All right. Do you read any type of book? Okay. I'm spiritual too. You know what I'm saying? They put tags on you. Christian. You know what I'm saying? Christ-like, whatever like that. But I like to be spiritual. I read the Quran. I read the Word of God. Anything spiritual to feed my spirit. Do you do that?
No.
Okay. All right. Where do you get your power from? Your help from?
I just draw and color.
Yo, that'd be more than a half hour.
Yes, it would.
More than a half hour.
Yes, it would.
Yeah.
I used to argue with an atheist. You know, atheist people don't believe in God. I
Who
used to,
woke you up?
yeah, he
That's
said.
alarm clock.
I said, you OD? He said, yeah. I said, who woke you up? I did. I said, you win.
Larkin.
So we don't argue with people's belief systems. All we do is just keep staying the light, and you never know who will come through. God does forgive. You know what I'm saying? But I have to forgive also. Easy said than done. Hurt people hurt people. You got to understand. The person who hurt you, they've been hurt before. When you understand the person who hurt you, you accept the person who hurt you, then it's easier to forgive the person who hurt you. Understand them? Easy said than done. But if you want to get better and get off that what? That stumbling block and that hurdle, because I won't forgive, but I got to forgive. Easy said than done. At the end of the day, nobody brought me here but me. They don't have a Kirkbride mobile bus that ride around Philadelphia picking up drug addicts. We come here for help. And if I come here for help, I can't tell help
How to help you?
how to help me.
Go ahead, boy.
But the forgiveness piece, it was a process. Realizing that, listen, when I look at the woman, my ex-wife, she was hurting. Her son got murdered. Her son's father went to jail for molestation. Her mother tried to abort her with a hanger. Her sister slept with her boyfriend, had 2 kids by her boyfriend. She was in pain. But she smacked me up. She disrespected my mother, disrespected my brother. Listen, she was real violent, but she was loving, a good cook, real funny. But the dark side of her, I couldn't handle. And I wasn't going to stay there. But I had to forgive her. Because if I didn't forgive her, I couldn't get to the next plateau of my life. God put her in my life for a reason. It was a season, but it was for a reason. Forgive brings what? Freedom. Mindset, psychologically, and spiritually.
And
Easier
guess
said
what?
than done,
We'll
bro.
add
Really
this.
gotta get done.
We'll add this is a key component to forgiveness. Guess what? We all need to be forgiven.
That's right.
You understand? We all have done things that we're not proud of.
That's
Follow
right.
what I'm saying? So if I don't understand the concept of forgiveness, right? If I don't realize that, first I have to give myself
There you
so
go.
I can forgive somebody else.
There you go.
I have to
Yeah,
love
you
myself
first.
in order to love somebody else. If you follow what I'm saying, you got something called karma. You got karma. What goes around comes around.
That's right.
You understand what I'm saying? These things were foreign to me. Because when I was in the street, I'm going to get you before you get me. That's how I live, animalistic. And they talk about that. You know what an animalistic level is? You understand? So when I'm doing that, if I can't forgive, I'm going to stop my recovery process. I'm not going to be able to talk about what's really going on with me because I don't believe McKnight even really listening. You only keep what you have by what?
Give it away.
So that has to move in the spirit. This is a spiritual program. Physically, you know, it only takes 21 days to start a new habit. So why do people keep relapsing? Why do people keep going back to these places that we damn near killed ourselves? Because we haven't forgiven ourselves and we'll keep punishing ourselves. So all we're really saying, when we say forgiveness, we're really telling you, give yourself a break and let somebody love you. Because you can't let, you know, unforgiveness thing, that ain't nothing but a shield. Because I'm scared of getting hurt. You know what I mean? Emotionally vulnerable. Intimacy means what? Into me I see. I can't get into me. The whole recovery process is self-examination. Recovery don't work over here. It has to start here. Recovery is an inside job. You understand what I'm saying? So the more you read, the more you see those spiritual awakenings, the more you start meditating. We ain't talking about any religion particularly. We're just talking about improving your relationship with the universe. And that's so important if you want to enjoy the recovery process. You ever see somebody in recovery and they're miserable?
Yes.
They wake
Yes.
up, damn. The kids come, they start crying. You know, dogs be barking at you. That's the type of person I was. Dogs would bark at me. I mean, what's going on? And my spirit was, it was a messed up thing. So I had to give myself a break and let God do some stuff in my life.
Yes, because I never knew exactly what spirituality was till the last couple of weeks. And, you know, okay, we got religion and spirituality. And it was deep, like awakenings, man. And it all it did is affirm the stuff that I knew about the religion. But spirituality is what I want.
Yes.
As far as that, because that goes hand in hand, I believe, with the religion. And it helped me as a person to understand what the religion is about and what life's about and how to treat people, how to treat myself. Being a good person is art, man. It's that's what I want to be, right? And every time I try that, it works. It's all that though.
Good food. Let's go here.
I got a little something.
Come on.
Like, I'm really struggling with revenge, right?
Revenge.
And what I learned is seek the revenge and thought I got it was it didn't change the outcome of what had happened and why I seek the revenge. Like after I put revenge in, after I did what I thought was gonna make me feel better, it didn't change what had originally took place.
Everybody hear that?
Still there.
Situation, yeah.
So like the only way to heal from something you think revenge is gonna cure is to forgive.
That's right.
And I had to learn that the real hard way.
How much time you got clean?
2 months and 2 days.
2 months and 2 days. Rubber man, how much time you got clean?
22 days.
Give it to him.
All
yo.
right.
Good.
You right where you supposed to be.
Hey, real quick, my brother talking about spirituality. Spiritual principles, not religion. Religion is what team we play for. Spirituality is how we execute on a battlefield called life. This is the blueprint on how we execute through what? Life. Number 1, prayer. Do y'all pray?
Yeah.
If you don't pray, do you meditate? Do you feel better? All right, very good. Who had foxhole prayers? Yeah, we all had those. I hope that coke ain't soap. I hope he come back.
Yeah.
Foxhole prayers.
And the Tylenol was for the headache.
Prayer, all right? Prayer, very important. Foundation, all right? With prayer comes what? Power. How about patience? Who working on
I
patience?
don't have none.
Is that important? I know the text gotta have patience. The dealing with what?
Me.
Hey, imagine this. Every last one of us have some type of trauma, right?
Yeah.
Got some trauma, right? They only one person. So that one person got to deal with all y'all issues on the same day. So you understand what I'm saying? That's why it's better to be what? It's better to be understanding than understood.
What you say, Queen?
Minute after minute.
Y'all gotta do the whole thing.
We gotta deal with theirs.
Without a doubt, yo. Stay in prayer. Stay patient. Patience. God showed me this. Patience is what a comedian needs. A comedian, two comedians can tell the same joke. But if you miss the timing and you don't have the patience for the joke, you can destroy the joke. Patience is what a farmer needs. He cultivates the land, he dropped the seeds, now he gotta what? Patiently wait for the what?
The crop to grow.
The harvest.
That's right.
Everybody hear that?
Yeah.
Who been to PennDOT after 10 o'clock?
Waiting, 1,972.
Who been locked up? Forced to be patient. Same patience for those elements, the same patience right here at Kirkbride. What happened to the man who doesn't practice patience? What can happen?
He could become an impatient. He be an impatient. He be in Friends Hospital. He had no underwear on.
Okay.
A white robe.
Yeah.
And trying to get a cigarette. Who got a light?
Perseverance. I love this one. Who have drug dreams? Sometimes I get them. Who got more bills than money? Who dealing with death of a loved one? Stay clean. Who got baby mama drama? Stay clean. Yeah, stay clean. Anybody hear that? Who got a warrant for their arrest? Okay. Do you know that your therapist or counselors can call your PO? You know about that? All right.
Pump the brakes on that?
Yeah, all right. Somebody was saying that last week. The girls came down before y'all came. And the girl was sitting right there. She said, listen, they did it for me. Because one girl right here, where my man was sitting there, she was like...
She's ready to jump.
nervous.
I'm going over the fence. I'm like, calm down.
It's okay.
No, they always do it to me.
Stay in prayer. Foundation, man. Stay patient, man. Persevere through all storms, man. We don't get high. I don't give a damn what happens. We don't get high. We persevere. We go through all storms clean. Humility. Is that important?
Yes.
For men to be humble?
Just like food.
To ask for help?
Just like food.
Exactly.
Very good.
Hey, we can't live without food and water, can we?
Nope.
So an addict can't live without humility. Why? Because you got to go and you got to receive information. When it's, somebody say, if you ask somebody to sponsor you, guess what they say? If you allow me. Nobody can help you unless you allow them to.
Gotta be humble, y'all.